rev start to rise. Baxter Smith jumps away nice. Abner in the Eurostar Diesels. Commodore Millier as well gets another good. Baxter Smith through turn number 1 that time, those two cars with Harley Phelan weighing in on it, but Travis Lindorf lobs right into that battle as well.
And another good starter with 2 from well back was Luke Westall in the Translee Solutions car, made up quite a few places, but Taberner's just jumped away and probably helped a little bit by King falling back to 4th spot as Baxter Smith's in. Second, Lindorf in 3rd, Ross is now up the... harassing the back of the Bullford Vale Garages Commodore. Next one after that should be... Gary Hills, and of course Ryan Miller the next one after that. Travis Sharp's made a good start. There's a bit of cut and thrust going on behind him. I think it involved Craig Campbell. He looked a little bit out of shape out of turn 4, but gets it all underway again as they head up out of our sight.
Very interesting line by Gavin Ross. He went 2 wheels to the dirt through Casey Stone at turn 3, and that was a very, very brave move there. He managed to gather it all back up again, and Gavin Ross for Fratelli. Into P4 now, challenging down the inside of Lindorf, and in the Casey Smash Repairs car, and he has been pushed charging down the straight from a standing start on lap 1. Gets a ripper one across the line there. Travis Sharp goes making their way through the field, particularly Sharp, who's already got Kearns and Nowland in the early part of that lap as the entire field streams across the line there. And there's tow truck making its way down to turn 1, but our timing screen's not giving us accurate information at the moment, so we can't sort of speculate on what that might be going on down there. It's going back up the infield there, but have a look now as we see Lindorf.
It's coming to us.
Updates Lindorf in P2. Kane Baxter Smith got a ripper start down the inside. Will he make that stick? Lindorf.
Another 2 and another 1 9 goes down the inside of him. That's the number 6 car. King goes up a spot, so we're going to hold this 1, 2, 3, and Baxter Smith. Almost had a bit of a whoopsie coming out of that corner, nearly lost it, gets it back underway, holds on the 4th, and there's another 2 holders behind him yet.
Yeah, they're all starting to have a crack at that blue, black and white Falcon. Baxter Electrical. Simon Tabata, last time around, 1.6 seconds back to our Travis Lindorf. 1.5 this time. Lindorf's pegged it back. So back to Wayne King, Kane Baxter Smith, Gavin Ross, Hills, Harley Phelan in the clean duck car. Ryan Miller, what a great run so far at it from outside the, well and truly outside the top 10. He's dragged through Andy Nowlin, and Travis Sharp's going with him as well. Kearns hanging in there, Craig Campbell, who was having a good run at the front end of this field. 1 minute 50.0 is the lap record from 2009 from Steve Kwiatkowski. And you've got to suggest that these guys are well and truly in the chance to get that. Last time over the strike, Travis Lindorf in P2 did a 150.09 and he wants a 150.08.
Ryan Miller goes wide. I'm not sure if he got a little helping hand from Phelan at that occasion, but he's executed a nice little 360 and drops a handful of places at least.
Sends them place in the LK Diesel car, so that's a shame for Millier. Yep. Brian Millier, who was up to 7th, he was driving very well. You've got to say he's going to be around about 15th now, because you take one little half breath wrong in the dial before you dig Australian Saloon Car Series, and you are cactus, and he's well on the receiving end of that right now. Baxter Smith having a look back down the inside of the Morphettville garage cars. We've got them going, what's that, 5 wide into MG that time around.
That's all these Fords battling it out behind.
That's Campbell, Kearns, Sharp, Beggs and Woodhouse all weighing in on that. Woodhouse is out the back of the next group, but and Harley Phelan just leading them away there. Let's have a look at this lead, because Travis Lindorf is absolutely flying. That time across the line, a 49.9, Gary, so a new lap record for Travis Lindorf. Across the line he goes, and the gap now down to 0.8 of a second to Simon Taberner. But Simon Taberner's lap a 150.2, Travis Lindorf a 49.9. So a new lap record on lap 3. These Bridgestones working very, very well underneath Travis Lindorf's Commodore.
We're on lap 4 of an 8-lapper, so coming up towards the halfway mark in this race, and certainly the gap has come down between Lindorf and Taberner as we still have this great battle for third spot happening. Baxter Smith looked down the inside of King, wasn't quite close enough. Yes, he is. He's going to go through, so I've got to change the position for 4. Well, have we? Because King has kept to the outside. He has the inside running for turn 5, Siberia, and gets that spot back. So certainly King is backing him up. He's got a slow run out of 5 now, and Baxter Smith will attempt to go up the inside of him. Still got this other great battle going on with Phelan, Nowlin, and Lindorf going up, not Lindorf, Sharp going up the inside of Campbell as they head out of our side.
So this time around we've seen Simon Taberner set 2 fastest sector times. 1:19.76 at the second sector, but Travis Lindorf 1:19.73. So we're only... sector of this lap, and continues to be so. Side by side coming onto the straight. car racing only for the Brave back there with Gavin Ross. Let's have a look at the gap. 0.5 now, so Travis Lindorf making it. Wayne King, he hasn't gone through on Gavin Ross, so I apologise, but hanging in there.
Craig Campbell coming down the main straight backwards, and he's deposited half the dirt on.
Got another spinner at the top of the straight as well, so we're going to see a safety car, because yesterday these high-tech oil signs got strewn on the track and we saw a safety car as well, so you got to suggest that that would equate today to exactly the same response from race control. We've also got debris all the way down the straight. That looked like mayhem. He's done a bit of a motor corner around the www.thenationals.com.au sign, Shannon's Nationals sign. He's hit the high-tech oil sign. That one's been well placed this weekend, because it's been hit by everyone. So high-tech oil sign strewn down the main straight here of the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit.
Maybe they should put that sign on the track, because that's the only part of the
well, the sign wants part of the action, doesn't it? It wants to be there. So that high-tech oil sign, let's say due for replacement. Service life over, it's done its hours. So it's probably due to be replaced. Not sure, we've got a deteriorating surface flag out. We've also got a white Commodore parked off driver's left at Lukey Heights. We'll try and get who that is. Is that Wayne Patton?
Yeah, it looks like Wayne Patton's car, involved in a turn 2 incident in the first race this morning. And look at the gap now, not much between it. Now they've got to know that there is debris there to move over onto the inside of the circuit, which they both do, but will everyone get the same message?
Got 3 flags out, there goes the sign, and one's over the front of Hill's car. That is going to affect the cooling of that car very, very quickly, and he'll know about that. And that's a shame. That's probably why we went safety car yesterday, because you don't want that sort of thing occurring. But now we've got thousands of pieces of high-tech oil signs. Sorry, George, your sign's gone to God. And it's also now on the front of Hill's car.
Now we've got flag down at turn 1 for something. Not sure what's happening there, but we're not under. We've got the debris flag out as well. So there's bits going on as Gavin Ross attempts to go around the outside of King at turn 4, but he's a bit squeezed in. On the way out, so he doesn't pull that move off. He'll have another go surely.
Gary Hill's car, which started the race black and silver, is now red, black and silver with its new high-tech oils livery across the front of that car. Let's hope that George is generous with that one.
Yeah,
Gets
will
a
he
couple
go
of
and
laps
see?
around.
Will he get an endorsement fee out of that?
No, he might get a tub of oil to change the oil in the engine
Might
before the
need
end of the
to.
weekend.
If he cooks the engine, he'll need the oil.
So Gary Hills, that's an interesting thing. It's not since I think Alan Jones in the pack leader Falcon that we saw running around with an opposition oil company sign across the front of his car many years ago in the early pack leader days.
I seem to remember that burning itself to down to the ground
at Bathurst. Yeah. So we've got still got the debris flags out, but they'll have all seen it. They come across to the left-hand side of the track. Our race lead now down to 0.3. Simon Taberner to Travis Lindorf. 6 laps completed. And this dial before you dig, Australian Saloon Cars, 8 laps.
Right, Hills has shed the signage off the front of his car now, so he's okay to go.
And no damage seen as of yet. The field stream across the line here at the Phillip Island Grand Prix circuit. It's Simon Taberner that leads lap 6 to Travis Lindorf by a very slender margin. Wayne King, Gavin Ross, Kane Baxter-Smith, Gary Hills, Andy Nowlan, Harley Phelan back 1 spot. Travis Sharp now into the 10. Kearns to Ryan Millier in the LK Diesel car. Steve Woodhouse in the
Gavin Ross,
Pizza.
sorry to interrupt you, Gavin Ross goes down the inside of King at 4 and takes away 3rd position. We had a change there. We think the car down in turn 1 might be the Yates Falcon, car number 13. It's the only dark coloured car that's not running at this stage, so Mark Jones supplied us with a colour, if nothing else.